Hello everybody, it's Marcia from Oils and Wellness with Marcia, and today I'm talking to you on the title Inked by Missy, Wollman. It was Saturday, the air was stale and the lights were dim. Exactly how would you picture a place like this? I was lying on my back. The Fox, F-A-U-X, the Fox brown leather table was uncomfortable. It was trying its best to support me as I squirmed in the mix of anxiety and pain. I am not sure what was more unnerving, the buzzing around the gun or the pain of the needle stabbing ink into my wrist. I was looking for the art. I was looking for a statement not to others, but to me, a permanent reminder of where I came from and where I'm going. I specifically wanted it on my wrist, written upside down, so that I could read it daily as a reminder of my badass within. It simply read, "She believed she could, she did. Live Ula." I had just finished a kids run with my son on the Thursday before the 5K on Friday and a 10K this morning. As I crossed the finish line, my son asked for a double high five. Not just a high five, but a double. And that was a big deal. Little did he know, or know anyone, how big of a deal it was. My mind drifted back to when I was 13 years old and sitting around the dining room table at my grandma's house. Looking in from the outside, our family seemed normal, or as normal as could be for a small town family get-together. My mom and grandmother had finished preparing the food and were bringing it to the table. My father, a man of few words, was humble and very hard-working. He was out pouring concrete, missing another dinner. My brother was doing what brothers do, talking smart and irritating me. Suddenly, Pat walked in. My throat tightened and my body went numb. I strained to pull air into my lungs, but I couldn't. I needed to get air. I needed to get outside. So I ran to the door and my mom followed closely behind, terrified, asking me, "What's wrong?" And all I could say was, "We need to leave now." My mother stayed in the house and I convinced my mom to drive away in the car. My brother stayed in the house and I convinced my mom to drive away in the car. I didn't care where, just away. After 10 years of pain and secrets, I finally had the courage to tell her the truth. With my head down and my voice weak, I finally said, "It's Pat." Pat was my grandma's boyfriend, and he started sexually abusing me when I was 3 years old. He said that it was our little secret, and I wasn't supposed to tell anyone. I was 3, so I didn't. I held out a secret for all these years, and all the shame and guilt that came along with it. I ached to feed the pain. A piece of me felt that I was gained weight. Maybe I had no longer appealed to him. If I gained weight, I would have no longer appealed to him, and he wouldn't touch me anymore. My weight came on, but he didn't stop. I lost myself over these 10 years. I lost my innocence. I lost the idea of what love was. I felt weak, used, and worthless. I hated myself. This short ride home felt like forever. My mom took me in the house and set me on the couch. We sat in disbelief as she tried to process what was said. It was too much for her. She went straight into the denial, and the room went silent. When my dad got home, my mom took him by the arm and pulled him into the adjoining room. Moments later, my dad emerged crying. I'd never seen that before. He walked over to me and held me safely in his arms in a way only he could. Even at 13, I could read the mix of deep sorrow and intense rage in his eyes. He loved me. He was my rock. He was my protector, and he felt that he had failed this little girl. He just kept saying over and over, my baby girl, my baby girl. You didn't do anything wrong. I love you. I wish this moment could have been a turning point in my story. I wish this is where everything in life changed for the better, but it didn't. The abuse stopped, but the pain and the weight gain and the self-hate didn't. Time didn't heal. Time only made it worse. I had zero confidence that I would sabotage my life, my entire life. I couldn't shake it. I carried this with me from the time I was a toddler through high school and even into my marriage. Throughout the years, I was desperately searching for that one spark or magical moment where I felt powerful and I could love myself again. It was after hearing the ULA guys speak at their last live event and reflecting on all the searching and reading and counseling and support throughout my life that I realized that I was truly want change. It starts with me. If you really want change, it starts with me. I started putting one foot in front of the other, and I just kept going and going and going. Then Forrest Gump, think Forrest Gump with the mindset girl version. When started as a couple step on a random day, what has led to a complete transformation, just as every unwelcomed touch took away the piece of me. Each step seemed to bring it back. I've lost over 100 pounds in the last year, and I'm still going. And just in those pounds shed off country roads, treadmills, and dance classes. I also shed 26 years of shame, guilt, anger, and self-hate. Today I believe in me. I have learned to become my own number one cheerleader. I feel beautiful and sexy instead of feeling worthy of love with an amazing husband. I now enjoy looking at my best. My kids have been changed too. They're confident, active, and living a healthy lifestyle. I know now the difference between good relationships and bad, and make no room in my life for the bad ones. It seems as my confidence continues to grow and the love for who I am as a woman grows, so do all the other key areas in my life. I realize that everyone has challenges. They can break you and they can change you. I'm changing and I'm back. I believed I could, and I did. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you my tattoo. Melissa's story is just one example of the journey to healthy self-talk, treating yourself well so she can be available to the life that's awaiting her. What about you? Is there something holding you back from living your ULA life? Or you need to overcome self-sabotage and begin pursuing the extraordinary future that's within you? Let's take a look now. Identify the source of your self-sabotage. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see someone who has goals in life that plans on achieving them? If not, what's the story you're telling yourself? If negative, self-sabotage thoughts exist, why do you think they're there? Where do they come from? Only when you identify the source of your sabotage and negative self-talk can you begin to eliminate the impact it's on your life. Take steps to boost your self-worth. When your parents, your spouse, or your friends use belittling words with you, it's like death of 1,000 cuts. It anchors the idea of inadequate inside of your head. To counteract with the hit of your self-worth, first ask for more supportive and encouraging dialogue. Ask for helpful remarks instead of hurtful criticism. Stand up for yourself. Then replace what you get from other people with a lot of atta-girls and high fives from yourself whenever you accomplish even the smallest achievements. Celebrate yourself daily in the mirror. If you have to, with a big smile, words of praise and a few words of encouragement for today. It doesn't matter whether you ate healthy that day or met the sales challenges at work or finally finished a project at home. You deserve to be applauded. Even if it's only self-praise. When others see you treating yourself well and happier, then you're even better. They'll show up in a whole new way for you. That kind of confidence is irresistible. Don't settle for ordinary when extraordinary is within you. You are designed by God for greatness. You are here for a specific purpose. Remember that where you are now is not where you're destined to stay. Tell yourself daily, this is just where I am. That's not who I am. Then anchor the achievement by writing it on a card, wearing a ULA affirmation band, or adding it to your smartphone as you can repeat it all day to yourself. I am designed by God for greatness. And that's what I have for you today. If you like this, please smash the like button. If you have any questions, don't feel like you can't ask, because that's what the comment section's for. So ask away, and I'll do my best to go through those and see what I can do to perk up your day and help you get the answers you need. And I hope you enjoyed this. Tomorrow I'm going to start chapter 14, and it's titled Laziness. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day, and don't be lazy. Ta-ta.